1945년도에 2차 세계대전
In 1945, World War II ended. Consequently, the Korean Peninsula was liberated from Japan's imperial rule. However, the peninsula was divided at the 38th parallel line. The Soviet forces occupied the north and the USA the south.
원래 하나였던 나라였는데 2차 세계대전과 일본 제국
Korea, which used to be one country, was divided into two countries by World War II and Japan's invasion.
분단이 되었고 북쪽에는 김일성 정권이 들어왔고
Kim Il-sung maneuvered to set up a communist regime in the north. In the south, the Republic of Korea was established as a free democracy.
그 후 1950년 6월 25일 김일성
Then on June 25th, 1950, Kim Il-sung invaded South Korea to take control over both Koreas. But his war of aggression didn't end successfully on his part because the USA and other countries intervened to fight for South Korea. The Allied forces drove out Kim Il-sung and the Chinese armies from the South Korea. After the Korean War, the North was left utterly devastated. The USA Air Force bombed North Korea so much that no buildings were left standing. Consequently, after the Korean War ended, North Korea was no longer a habitable country. Everything was destroyed. The national system was paralyzed. Even before the Korean War, the country was already depleted by Japan's plunder and exploitation. Then Kim Il-sung emptied and destroyed the little resources that remained through the invasion of South Korea. And it became impossible for North Koreans to survive because extreme poverty and starvation set in. To make things worse, North Koreans had to survive under extreme weather changes because the weather ranges from severe cold to severe hot. It is impossible to survive a North Korean winter without a shelter. After the Korean War, North Korea was full of people who had nothing to eat. They outnumbered those who had one meal a day. Eating meat was unthinkable. People's consummate wish became that they could have one meal of rice before they died. Kim Il-sung was responsible for this catastrophic disaster. It was he who started the Korean War. He had to take responsibility. But Kim Il-sung, being the notorious con man he was, started falsely propagandizing that the USA had invaded North Korea. He further fabricated that he successfully defended North Korea from the US invasion. Thus, he proclaimed to be the winner of the Korean War. Thus, he deceitfully claimed himself as the savior, defender of North Korea against US aggression.